What is up, Sparkle Gang, and welcome back to another video with your girl. My name's Rebecca, but you can call me Sparkle. And today I'm going to be reviewing the Girl Plus Hair Ultimate Braid Kit. Let's get right into it. So with this kit, it's a 3-step system, and step 1 is the clarifying apple cider vinegar rinse with shea butter, castor oil, and tea tree oil. Now, I do want to make note that this product does not lather, but I don't think that's a bad thing, especially because when you're shampooing your braids, you don't want a lot of frizz, and sometimes if the product lathers, that could contribute to your hair frizzing. So it doesn't lather. Again, not a bad thing, but it's just something to remember so that you're not losing your mind putting too much product in your hair because you don't see a lather. But here I'm just really rubbing it in my scalp, making sure that I have all the necessary knots out of my hair and just gunk that you naturally feel from sweating and sleeping and dirt and just all of those kinds of things. Make sure when you're rinsing that you run your hands through your roots to see if there's, just anything still there. Make sure you clean the nape of your neck. I feel like that area is always neglected because it's the back of our head. But there'll be a lot of stuff back there. So you just want to make sure you're getting it as clean as possible. Okay. And then you want to also make sure that your roots are clean. And here I'm just wringing out my hair. Now, I am not making this face because I pulled my hair too tight. I'm making this face because water was in my eyes and I could no longer hear or smell. Okay, and don't act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about when you get something in your eye and all your other senses shut down. That's what was happening. Okay, but be gentle on your hair because you don't need to do that. So here I'm just using a t-shirt and I am just catching all of the excess water, like the water that would make this process long or make my hair leak. And I'm using a towel again because we're keeping frizz at bay. And you can already look and see like there's no frizz even after shampooing my hair. This is a great technique. I towel dry my hair when I'm styling my natural hair. And obviously any other hairstyle as well. It just helps the hair and I don't feel like my hair feels super dried out from being dried, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? But use a towel. You see how I was grabbing all the water, okay? All the water. Then I'm going in with step 2, which is the Nourishing Leave-In Conditioner. This has olive oil and tea tree oil. It has the same style of applicator so you can go through again in your parts and just apply it where it's necessary. Now my hair is still damp. I have not dried it with heat yet. So you definitely want to do this step on damp hair. Again, it is leave-in, so like you could use it outside of shampooing your hair on dry hair as well. But for the sake of this braid kit, we are using it on damp hair on my parts after I have taken everything out. And I'm just going row by row, making sure that the product is evenly distributed. At first, I was nervous because the applicator tip is kind of small, but when you're putting conditioner in your hair, you don't have to put a lot. Like you do not have to see white in your hair for the conditioner to be effective, okay? Then I'm just going over on some areas that I didn't get to on the other side of my hand. And just making sure that I'm being precise, that I'm being neat. Also, when you go row by row, it helps, again, to minimize frizz. Because if you're just dragging the applicator everywhere, there's no rhyme or reason, you're going to make your hair frizzy, okay? That's what you're going to do. Now, just make sure you put a mousse on your hair. When you wet your braids, especially if you want them to like lay back down and look like something, put mousse on your hair before you dry it, okay? Because look how it's already laying down one side of my hair. Then I'm using my Dyson dryer, and don't ask me why I chose to use a hand dryer instead of a sit under dryer like a psycho. Probably for the same reason that I'm doing this at 12 o'clock at night. I don't know. I really don't know. Clearly I had energy. But I'm just drying my hair because that's necessary. You always want to dry your hair with any style that you do. I'm not a fan of wet hair because wet hair means bacteria and mildew. Your scalp is warm and wet after you shampoo it, which is the perfect place for things to grow. And we're not going to talk about how that's why people's scalp be itchy sometimes either. Just saying. These are the things, the small things. Dry your scalp, okay? I just cleansed my hair. Now I'm drying it. And you can next for a better duo. Just making sure everything's dry. Still don't know why I used a hand dryer. I feel like I had so many options and I chose violence. But it's okay. It's okay. I think, to be honest, I wanted to do this to give you all a close-up of just what drying my hair looks like. Okay, look at them edges. Okay, because we are laid. We're laid. Look at those roots. They are shiny. Okay, if you don't know what a clean root look like, remember this video. Okay, remember it because, yeah. Look at those parts. And I'm just going back here, making sure everywhere is dry so that I'm not dealing with wet patches. And also because I'm about to go to bed, so I don't want wet hair while I'm sleeping. But just going again in small sections and turning up the heat. And then I am finishing with the last step, which is the protective restoring balm, which has the power of 9 botanicals. Now, when you apply this, it's like clear. So keep that in mind. I think that this, between me and you, I think this also adds a little shine. Okay, I don't know. I feel like it definitely elevated my roots. And this is also a great product because after you get finished getting braids or after you finish shampooing your braids, I think that this is a safe space and we can admit that sometimes braids are irritating to our hair. And having a product like this makes it so much easier and so much more enjoyable to have braids. You can literally use this throughout your time wearing braids. You don't have to shampoo your hair first. It's so soothing and calming on my scalp. Like, literally can't make this up. Because let's get into it. Like, let's look at these roots. Like, she's all done. The hair is finished. The hair is neat. Okay, look at my parts. Look at that. I know y'all see them roots. They look very clean. And then after we assess how beautiful and wonderful this process went, because look at those edges. I'm in love. I love it. I don't know. I'm in love. That's all I can say. And then I am putting on my satin scarf because, like I said, I was a psycho and did this late at night. And it is time to go to bed. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. I hope I made you want to try this kit and much less wash your braids when you have them. Let me know if you tried this product in the comments or if you're interested in trying it. Or are you wearing braids right now? Talk to you guys later. Bye.